Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Faith and Forex, may you prosper and be in good health as your soul prospers. Let's go. Alright, so we did agree that on higher time frames, Gbpjpy is bullish, the monthly, weekly, daily, all bullish, and the 4 hour. So I'm not going to revisit those. And so based on that, on the 4 hour as well, we would have finalized our bias, which is that GJ is bullish. All right, now there were some concerns as I went over. I was studying actually, and I went over the analysis, and I realized that there was an oversight rather, which is a huge oversight actually. So we did agree that on the 4 hour time frame, this was our low. All right, I mean separate and apart from the swing low, this is potentially our new higher low on the swing on a swing structure, right? So if this breaks above this higher low, I mean higher high, we're looking for a deep pullback, and then what I have here in a pink circle would be our new higher low area. Now, while that is identified as a potential higher low, we're still looking at internal structure, which I overlook. These minor moves, higher high, higher low, which is confirming that price is bullish, higher high, higher low, and now we have a new higher high, potentially higher high, and a pullback into this area. So as you can see at the opening of the market, yes, around the opening of the market, if we should replay, I think let me just go back. I think I went back in time. I actually recorded this video already. I'm so determined not to give up. But I have no space on the laptop, so it didn't save. So I'm starting over now. Pulling back to that area, that's where the market opened at. At the market's opening, this would have been our internal low, and that would have been our internal high, which means that between those areas, we still have a potential of area of interest that I completely overlooked. All right, and that's exactly what the market did. It pulled back into this area where we have many buyers and sellers, and I know many buyers and sellers are in the area because that's what we call support resistance essentially. All right, as you can see, there were many touches into the area. Just this sense of busyness overall. So we have price coming into that area many times. All right, so I won't mark all, but it's about 8 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 thereabout. All right, so this would have been our main area of interest, which I completely overlooked. So at the opening of the market, price actually touched into the area, gave us that candlestick formation pattern that we wanted, which is inverted head and shoulder. We have the shift of structure on smaller time frames. As you can see, the market was bearish and then it pushed bullish. I normally wait for a double break. I think that's the safest entry. All right, so we have lower lows and lower highs being formed. Then we had a break above, so this is our new lower high. Since we broke back below, kind of some form of consolidation essentially. All right, but we do have price actually pushing all the way down, and then we had that first break out of that minor structure. All right, this is not clean, it's a little bit messy, but I did enter the trade around here. I exited because I realized that there were strong areas of supply 2 hour left, and so I actually exited the trade yesterday. I exited early. Why is this not playing? Let's give OBS 1 second to act right. All right, so trading view actually. All right, so as you can see, price actually broke out. I normally wait for a double break or a double price action. All right, so we have that once, we had that breakout once, and then we have had a second move. So I entered around here at the second move, and I exited the trade as soon as I saw that market was closing around, I think it was around 11 yesterday EST time, and we had a strong area of supply. All right, so just to bear that in mind, that is exactly what we overlooked. And so today, we won't be overlooking those areas. All right, so what's the analysis for today? Let me exit this mode, kind of causing my laptop to freeze a bit. All right, so what's happening now with GJ? As you can see, this was our internal low. We now have a new high, and this is a new high because it gave us minor pullback and it actually broke our previous higher low. So what was our higher low is no longer a higher low. Price has broken above that, making it invalid. Now, how do I enter this trade? The first thing I recognize is that our bias is bullish. We are above the area where sellers are. Whenever price goes below, we have sellers above, we have buyers. And you can clearly see that this is a good area of interest. We have one touch over here at that pullback. We have 2 touches, 3 touches. So this is actually an okay. I don't really like this first touch, but I'll count it. This is somewhat a valid area of interest. Price is in our area of interest. What are we looking for? Confirmation candlesticks. As you can see on the 4-hour, we have a lot of rejection candlesticks. We have a doji being engulfed. So that's not too bad either. And then on the 1-hour, we have that strong bullish engulfing candlestick. So in terms of candlestick formations, we are actually seeing those happening at this key area. Now, the main thing that we're supposed to bear in mind is that shift of structure. As you can see on the 15-minute time frame, price went bearish temporarily. All right, and as you can see, we were my bad, that's the wrong one. All right, so let's go. So price was actually going all the way down, forming lower lows and lower highs. So this was a previous lower high, which gave us this lower low. This is not a lower high. I'm just marking the double bottom. It has to be, in order to be called a lower high, it has to create a lower low, and it didn't. So price never created a lower low, but it did break above just around here our lower high. So we are now bullish. However, I've seen cases where this is a fake out. Price gets into the area, gives us a bullish candlestick, and then gives us a bearish candlestick. To prevent this, I came up with something that I call a double break, which means that I have to see the lower high area being broken once, give me that pullback, which this is premium area, that's a lovely pullback, and then twice. Once I see that second break, I wait for some sort of retest, and then I enter just around here. So as it is now, I only have a single break, which is very clean. If you're looking for shift of structure, it is okay. However, I have seen where price just grabbed liquidity and break and went back below the lows. All right, so just to be safe, I wait for that double break. So all we're waiting for now is that double break. And by the time the double break happens, it depends on your entry. You can get a 1 to 2 or a 1 to 3. All right, but TP remains the same, 205. As a matter of fact, I'm not even sure if price is going to get there today, because we're seeing very strong areas of supply. The sellers are waiting in these areas. Maybe they will not be strong enough to overthrow the buyers or to equate with the buyers in this market today. So let us just wait. All right, so all we're waiting for is double break. We have most of the confirmations surrounding this trade, and so far it looks pretty good. I want to tell you guys, thank you so much for the support. Let me just fix this. I need a fix. I have a MacBook, and I thought it would have been efficient, but to be honest, it's not really doing so well with these videos, editing and all that. I need some advice. I'm going to be doing more research, but for now I'm on the struggling side. I'm just being transparent. All right, so if price fails to break above this area, just want to add one last thing. We can look for price getting back into where the buyers are. That's still a valid area since our internal low is being respected. If the internal low breaks, I'll be creating another video for tomorrow. But if that internal low breaks, we're looking, of course, a price to drop into at least 201. All right, but for now, we're just going to take what we see. We're not going to tell the market what it will do. We'll accept the information the market gives to us and work with that. Again, practice risk management. Only risk what you can, and always use a stop loss. Go over your trading plan and ensure that everything aligns. And I'm trying to do these videos for my own sense of discipline and consistency, and I hope that you guys are applying the same. We are great people. We're gonna be great. I believe it 100%. All right, so price is actually looking extremely good, beautiful. Now I'm wondering if I should have taken an early entry. Well, I did take an early entry, but it's like on the reserve side. All right, so waiting for that double break to really confirm. But thank you guys so much for coming on. If you have any questions, concerns, suggestions, I would love to hear it. Whatever you want to say on this channel, I have the experience, I have the information, I have the understanding, but I'm still limited. Would love to learn. I'm still learning, I still study. All right, so thank you for the love and support, and I'll see you next video. Bye bye. Have a profitable week.